I recently discovered that in Dallas we now have a Cupcake ATM. I knew about the Cupcake ATMs previously because Weezy Waiter and China go to the local Cupcake ATM in Chicago, where they live. So when a friend of mine told me that we had one in Dallas, I was very excited. And I wanted to go immediately because it's a 24 hours, 7 days a week kind of thing. But Green didn't want to go, so we waited. But I finally went last night. I waited until about an hour after the actual Cupcake store closed, so it would be more legit to bother going to the ATM. The line was stupid long. I expected to maybe be the only person there. I don't know why. I guess I didn't realize that it had only just opened. The line, whoa, the cat just came in and jumped on her perch. It alarmed me. Pretend that my hands are stores. Here's the Cupcake ATM. Here's a store. Here's another store. And here was the line. I waited for about half an hour. I was the only person in that line who wasn't either a teenager or an adult accompanying a teenager or small child. And I was definitely the only person there by myself. So you know how you can just be going along your daily life and not really thinking about how awkward you are as a human being, and then you have to stand in a line by yourself. I was like, what do I do with my arms? Because they'll judge you if you do the wrong things with your arms, kids these days. At one point, this chick drives up in a super shiny black car. She gets out, she's wearing tight, skinny clothes, she's pretty well endowed, she's got heels, like big heels on. Everyone in the line is now watching this girl. And there were some people in another car with her, I guess, and she goes over and leans down to talk to them through the window, and then pops her head back up and says, does anyone know if this machine takes $100 bills? No, actually it only takes credit and debit cards, even those of people who have less than $100 in their entire bank account. The weirdness of the situation was increased by the fact that employees of the cupcake shop were walking in and out of the building even though it was closed. They were still there, presumably because they were making cupcakes for the ATM. We could be served by a human right now, but instead we're choosing to push buttons on a machine. And buying the cupcake, it really felt like an ATM. It really did, except that on an ATM you don't get to watch your money travel to the slot that you then receive it from. I know all you really care about is the cupcakes though, so let's get to that. I got two. I got a salty caramel and vanilla. The salty caramel is gone. I ate it last night. It was delicious. All I really wanted out of this experience was a delicious cupcake. Like a cupcake that is worth paying someone else for rather than just making them at home. I would say the salty caramel did that. It was good. But I still have the vanilla. This is the box it came in. The bottom looks like the bottom of a box. I admit that I did take a bite or two of the vanilla last night. So here's me showing you a half-eaten cupcake. I feel if you're going to spend $4 on a cupcake, it should be at least this big. That being said, the cake's very dense and the icing is good. Covered in sprinkles, cause that's the name of the company. I used to scrape the icing off of my cake when I was a kid. I did not enjoy icing. This is the type of icing I would not scrape off. This is the type of icing you get the cupcake for. I was also kind of surprised to find out there's not very many cupcake ATMs around in the country, and Dallas is actually pretty lucky to have one. If you have been to a cupcake ATM, did you enjoy it? If you need a super yummy cupcake, where do you go, and is it worth the price? And what's your favorite cupcake flavor? Let's just talk cupcakes. Cupcakes! Yum, 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 yum. There weren't enough random sounds in this video.